And we are live. Welcome to the Friday Chill stream. We're looking at the Eric Sammons video. Um, did you watch the video here, Look?
I could only make it through the first 7 minutes, which was kind of the intro, so you didn't really say anything. But that's all I've seen.
Yeah, it was so boring. Like, I'm
Oh man,
clipping the beginning, but I almost wish I only clipped the last 20 minutes. Wait, CDP living rent free in Ryan's head? Oh, pray do tell.
what?
What?
Are you?
Are they? You still watching Stephen Cox? No, I didn't. I wasn't watching it because I'm enemies with American Reform, so I had to fight him. It's my own personal feud. No one has to participate in it. I like to have enemies.
Do we have to participate in the Grover feud or no?
No, I wish Chris Jackson was on tonight. He already wrote the write up of this video, and I've read it, and it's actually probably better than anything I could do. So I take a slightly different view. Why? What's up with Grover? I haven't blocked in all platforms.
On all platforms. That's just a funny one.
I fight American Reform because he said all the Austrian economists who disproved Marxism were all Jews. Therefore, everything they said was a lie. He literally said this. So I was like, funny. So what about their philosophy? He's like, well, they're Jews. I was like, oh, okay. That's the argument. I don't like your parents. Therefore, everything you say is stupid. So like, he's just insta-blocked. If you actually are dumb enough to use that argument about intellectuals without like realizing you can read intellectuals, that's the job of intellectuals, you're not arguing in good faith. So
yeah, well, I think I'm the most philo-Semitic sedevacantist there is. I'm all about giving the Jews credit. Everyone, like, yeah, they're behind all the problems, but they're also the only thing like holding this thing up from collapsing at the same time. So like they're also behind a lot of good stuff too. So I mean, I know I like to give the Jews a lot of credit.
Let's start the without further ado, let's just start the review because this review is like, let's see, 3, 4, 4, and 5. No, we don't love the Jews. We just don't. You just don't have to have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, let's start with the opening. The fish opens with the most obvious take in the world. This guy is so like.
The Francis pontificate saw a dramatic rise in the number of sedevacantists. Even though Francis is now dead and gone, sadly, still many Catholics deny that we have a valid pope.
Sadly, many Catholics deny we still have a valid pope. So we are Catholic?
Oh,
wow.
Oh. Yeah, that's true.
Like, everybody else is joining. Hi, Phil. We're reviewing the Sammons edition. Did you know that people have opinions in the world, and it's very sad they have opinions in the world?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. They let Phil on here.
Yeah, Phil's a regular on this particular show if he wants to be.
Phil's the goat.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to be the Tommy just a stream of consciousness stream until I get annoyed and kick him. You liturgical boy.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep that conversation alive, man. It was too chill.
Well, I haven't even got my beers yet. Put 2 in the fridge. If Eric Sammons was a League of Legends player, this is how he would be. Now, this clip is because I've restarted watching League of Legends, and I'm watching it feverishly hours every day. So, in the clip, Double Lift betrays Tyler 1.
Holding.
Oh! No! You're griefing!
That's how I took Eric Sammons. No, you're griefing.
What does that even mean?
It's when you're purposely losing. I actually think that's how Eric Sammons views sedevacantists, that they're purposely trying to ruin the church.
You're griefing.
Yeah. I don't play it because I don't upgrade my computer. Otherwise, I literally would play it and probably stop podcasting.
And grief.
Yeah, I would grief too.
And begin to grief automatically.
When I was in my 20s and I played it, I would like crash out in the game and like twice a week. So like instead of having Twitter to crash out, you just play this video game and you crash out. It's it's so bad.
You're grieving.
So did you know Eric Sammons got a new microphone? And literally, I love this about podcasters. They always talk about their new microphones.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I have a new podcast setup. I have some new equipment. I have a
XLR.
A new setup, a new mic, a lot of new things about it. I hope this is an improvement. I hope people enjoy it. If you're listening,
so much more joy.
I also love the performative rosary we have here.
Ooh, performative.
Oh, performative rosary. G.K. Chesterton, I guess.
I can't see that.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Performative. Yeah, if you put a rosary on your screen like that, wouldn't that just get in the way of your screen? It's a laptop.
Yeah, that makes no sense at all. Like what? Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Why don't you just like put it on his ears, like cook him over?
I don't know what this wall's doing.
If you're listening,
no, let me get the Epic Pen. I don't know what this wall's doing here.
Yeah.
Like, why does he have the wall here? He's like in a little nook inside this room. It's like the camera is supposed to be right here.
Right. He's like dead center on his bookcase. He should be a little on the side. Maybe more near the crucifix,
with the big arrow pointing. I'm a Catholic, see?
and another arrow at his summon the Epic Pen.
Is the G.K. Chesterton thing, is that some kind of like a Freemason signal?
Is that what
like
that is?
they're like putting up a flag, like Matt Fradd and this guy, and is that kind of what they're doing?
Said the guy who never met a cheeseburger he didn't love. That's the greatest. Anytime anyone quotes J.K. Chesterton, that's what I say. Stole it from Sede P. Darth Picante.
Oh, I'm Darth Picante. Yeah, so by the way, this stream is going to last at least another hour. So whoever needs to leave and get beer or just leave the stream, you're always welcome to leave and come back and go. So how about a new brain? Anyways, on to the topic. He's got comments on videos, and his viewers determine his content. Have you ever noticed this with bad content creators? Their viewers determine their content. Like the hallmark of a lol count is this. Like, when Kevin Davis is like talking to the chat and he's complaining that they're not agreeing with him, like that's what lol counts do. That's what Stuttering John does. Let's continue on.
Your hood's not big enough, Darth.
However, what I noticed more than anything was there was a number of comments that basically denied Francis was the Pope. Like he wasn't a disastrous Pope because he wasn't a Pope. And it kind of reminded me that there are still Sede Vacantis out there. Here's some of the comments. I just put them up here on the screen for you. Anti-Pope, David Howard.
Oh no! Oh no! Someone on the internet! No!
That's just anti-Pope.
Oh, look at this comment. An Americant. That's negativity. We can't have that.
I thought you guys weren't friends anymore.
I don't know what kind.
They're just friends.
Everyone's
They're
welcome
not dating
in the house
anymore.
of the Lord. Yeah, I'm
Is
dating Burrito.
What the?
Word says. Another one says, we should probably look at Pope Benedict's questionable resignation first. That's John Malloy.
Oh, so the fish has entered locale territory. Mom?
Very suspicious.
But this is how Michael Matt is. He's like, there was someone on the internet who called me the FAGG. Oh, I can't even finish the word.
Someone said Candace Owens was crazy.
Or how do you say?
Well, how does she have the #1 podcast in all the world then?
They called me a faggot.
No, don't say it within the first 5 minutes of the video, or it gets reduced in the algorithm.
Oh, we're 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes, and we're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got you.
But his experience, we want you to know, whatever Eric Sammons experienced, that's what every single human being has ever experienced.
What we see here is a number of people still deny that Francis was ever Pope. And I assume then they deny that Leo is the Pope. And this is interesting because obviously, like I mentioned, sedevacantism was something that really flared up during the pontificate of Pope Francis. But I will say it seems to have died down a bit since Leo became Pope. At least I'm not seeing it as much online as I used to.
Yeah, because he's seeing it online, therefore it's died down.
I think it's about the same as it's ever been. I think people were just more like, with under Francis, they were just like, maybe they got a point. But no one was really joining.
Yeah, I'm blocked, so.
From who?
Eric
From
Sammons. Like, I don't get it. There was a point in time where he was like, he's locked, so only like check mark accounts can respond to him. So I would respond to him.
Yeah, that's the only reason you got a check mark.
Yeah.
But and then he blocked you?
But then he just blocks people. I don't even troll people that hard. Like Flanders, who's asked me not to troll him. I don't troll him that hard. A lot of people, I'm very like a bunch of beta myself. And I don't go hard at people, except for Kevin Davis. And then they still block you.
I'm never drinking mate again just because Kevin Davis drinks mate.
Oh, well, you know what? If he's blocking people who are sedes, maybe that's why it's died down. It's not in my X anymore.
Look, because I can't see anything, therefore there's nothing in the world. Oh. The true American patriot? Oh, man. Oh. Now we have enough people that we don't need anybody else to join the show. Now I can unstar the message. Yes. Oh, Flanders asked me nicely not to come back. Oh. So, blah, blah, blah. So it's not, I'm just pointing out it's not a fair indicator of sedevacantism.
Excuse me, brother. I don't know you. Don't come back again. In this clip, it's okay.
The space guy
like him. Oh.
Yeah, I'd love this whole clip. I mean, the whole video, Eric Sammons says something and then does the opposite. Like, I think it happens 4 times. I can't stand these people anymore. It's so boring.
Totally farm raised.
Really, sedevacantism, which has existed for decades now, really became very popular under Francis. Now, I will say this. I have noticed, and I know some sedevacantists won't like, well, sedevacantists aren't going to like hardly anything I say in this podcast, so that's okay.
He hasn't said anything.
He didn't say anything in almost the whole podcast.
Sedevacantism was popular since Paul VI.
Magic internet money. That's what we call it. Please.
He's still in the decades. He's still got the decades going.
I'm more and more convinced that sedevacantism is primarily an online phenomenon.
Oh, it's online. They don't do anything else ever. So wait, true American patriot. Which one are you again?
I'm MAGA loyalist on Twitter, and then I'm Derek S in the comments.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy's a beast. Total.
Yeah, my Twitter profile is a complete joke. I did not vote for Trump. I don't like MAGA, but you know, you gotta like the profile pic and everything.
He's been on John Farrell's stream. I don't think I guess he hasn't been on here.
No, I've never been
News.
on. But I'm a big fan. You personally basically converted me to sedevacantism with your antics.
What? No, that's not how conversion works. If I've converted you to anything, I'd convert you to a channel member.
Yeah.
You know what you say is, I didn't convert you. I didn't see you give me a super tip.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of the show.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I'm a big fan of the show too. That's why I do it. I wish someone else would do this show so I can just sit there in the comments and say mean things.
Yeah, but we don't have the same amount of time.
Oh, you're not single with a job that only takes you like 20 hours a week sometimes?
I'm single, but I do have a job that takes more than 20 hours a week.
Oh, okay. Well, Sammons is going to say that the effective propaganda from the alt-right for the last 60 years is just an online thing. Because Sammons he's going to say later in this video, like in clip 5, people should read history books. So he decides at the beginning of the show to have no concept of history.
I'm more and more convinced that sedevacantism is primarily an online phenomenon. I like it a lot to the Nick Fuentes phenomenon. I'm not saying these phenomenons aren't real, that there aren't real people involved in them, and there aren't really people in real life who really do think the thing, are sedevacantists or are Nick Fuentes fans or whatever.
So, we all know that the history of Fuentes is co-opted right-wing populism, which started in like the 60s, in the 70s. And sedevacantism is nothing more than trad right-wing populism, both originated in response to cultural changes in the 60s and 70s. Like, if we're going to be historians for objects, it's like you can't be like, oh, all of a sudden Father Chicada existed and then he created sedevacantism out of his womb. It's like, no, actual Nova Zordo Catholics were really weirded out by what happened after Vatican II. No, Phil, don't you have control of the studio, Phil?
No. Do you want me to? I can log in again.
No, I just Dolores at the end. No, we're not doing the music bit. I get a drink.
Derek, you excited for the Took-Clave or what?
I am a big fan of that. Yeah, call
Let's
that council.
go.
Call that council. That interview with Bishop Roy was good.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't believe
Anything
Cox
just-
put that together, dude. That's wild.
If anything, just for the memes, like you would have the Nova Zordites coping online saying he's not the true Pope. It's like, yeah, but we have more aura, like coronated in a basement and then lifted up on like the chair.
No. Phil, stop. Phil, stop. It doesn't sound good.
Do
I
you
wanna be
think
live.
you
I wanna
can
be
close
live at the
this
conclave with
podcast?
Cox reporting.
Stephen Cox? You think you can come in here and shut us down?
By the way, if friends of the show want to come on, I'll drop the link and kick Phil.
Yeah.
In this clip, the fish doesn't go into Sede circles, and therefore it isn't being talked about. It doesn't exist. Oh, isn't this wonderful?
Why is
that?
Sammons called the fish? Is that like a
Salmon.
He's salmon.
He's
He's a fish.
He's not a wild caught salmon either. He's very farm.
Okay.
Farmer.
that didn't click for me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to play the clip. This is what his. If you remove the filter, this is what he looks like.
Uh-oh.
He's a fish.
But I will say the online world really outsizes them, makes them much, much more prominent than they really are. Because I've been off X for a while, like really looking through it in social media, and I've been more and more offline and doing things more in real life. And I've noticed the sedevacantism just isn't something people are talking about.
The CMRI has more priests in America than all of the nation of Ireland. I'm pretty sure.
Wow. So they have 7?
Is there more than 7 CMRI?
Half the nation of
Oh.
Ireland. Oh my goodness! Shocking! In all of Botswana.
But like, what kind of a person goes online and says, "Well, in my personal life, no one talks about sedevacantism. Like when I go to the market,
Yeah.
like therefore it doesn't exist. No one's talking about abortion either. I didn't notice, but the numbers are going up. But like, no one talks about it at the supermarket.
Hey, are these lemons on sale? Have you ever heard about sedevacantism? That's not what I asked. I'm just talking about lemons. Keep your ideology to yourself. No kings, sedevacantists.
I love it. There's this generic account whose name is generic account. That's pretty cool. Hello, fellow young person. You're a fan of the bitch. What?
I thought he was doing like a Japanese like hello.
Oh, hello. How
Hello,
you doing?
nice person.
Oh, hello.
Exactly. Yes.
So in part 2 now, Sammons says we're not as big as we sound.
Hello.
Which has literally always been true sedevacantism. Like, wow, Sammons walked outside and said, the sun is warm. Whoa, I need to podcast about it. Like, the people on the internet are a subsection of human beings, and we know them because they live on the internet. And then Sammons is like, it's just people on the internet. It's like, yeah. Most addicts are not on the internet. That's why these shows don't get 100 live viewers. They don't care.
It's still, though, very big online. I mean, there's still, I mean, I think it's died down since Francis, but it still exists. I just think it's very much it's outsized. It's not as big as it's made out to be.
But how big is it ever made out to be?
It's so big.
How
big is it?
Excuse me. It's not that big online. Maybe, I don't know, 1,000 accounts. Maybe.
It's bigger than it looks.
How many accounts did Kevin Davis make up?
Probably 3.
So there's more than 3, right?
There's like 1,000 bots, right? So.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying there's 1,000 Sede accounts. That probably means there's 300 Sedes online.
Okay.
Like, the priests are all online. Apparently, you can find them all eventually. And it's like,
I doubt they're online.
I don't know. Sedes hide their numbers like sand people. Sedes always walk single file. And you killed Phil.
To hide the numbers.
By the way, I don't understand live shows that don't interact with the comments. The comments help the algorithm.
These blast marks too precise to be Tuscan Raiders.
Only sedevacantists are so imprecise. What does he think Sedes are?
Okay. Darth Bacante.
Let's continue on.
And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a flood of comments to this video on YouTube from Sedevacantists
that I can block,
because that's kind of my whole point is.
Wouldn't you be unhappy if people did the thing that makes your video more popular to the platform? Like, if you were an anti-Sede, wouldn't you try to rouse up as much Sede hatred as possible and get the comments? Like, it's currency.
Yeah, that's how you work the internet.
Yeah, it's like they literally, who was it? PewDiePie, who said downvote this video, and it went just as far as when it was upvoted. And it's like, yeah, because all it's looking for is interaction. Like, we know this, right? No? Oh, Sammons. Oh.
They very much are in comment sections. They're on social media, but they're extremely active there. But I don't think their numbers are real life numbers are reflected in.
Ew. The real numbers aren't really reflected. Welcome to Fish Math. Okay, this is the part of the show where we take shots at people who internet react or interact online. Yes.
If you're regular Catholic, maybe one comment of a normie Catholic view is posted in a YouTube video, that might represent 10,000 actual Catholics.
Oh.
Whereas one Sedevacantis comment might represent maybe 100 Sedevacantis or something like that. That's how much.
Okay, so this is the game. When Catholics, when I use my Catholic normie points at the local supermarket, I get 10,000 times the value. When I use my SETI points, I get 100 times the value. Welcome to Sammons Math.
Are you a SETI? I can't afford it. I gotta be normie.
No, it's green. This is my workout uniform. It's my Christmas present to myself. Gosh darn it. Anyway, no, I just love this math. He's like, oh, if you look at my comments and you see that it's all SETIs, but one comment from a Nova Soto is worth 10,000 people. It's like, what? It just means you just don't have that audience or they don't comment. Like, what's up with this math?
Is Sammons even SSPX? Like, what's his whole shtick? If he isn't it called Crisis Magazine? Well, what's the crisis if you're not like at least SSPX?
I think the crisis is people disagree with him.
Seems like it, yeah.
The church is in crisis because there are people who don't like my videos.
The church is in crisis because, things don't go the way I want them to. Oh.
Like, doesn't he send his kids to Steubenville? Like, he's as normie. What's the crisis for him?
Oh. I think the crisis is that Sailor Twift fans are worth more whenever they comment than everyone. Okay, we're on the topic. Sedevacantism is a mean term.
The term Sedevacantist gets thrown out a lot. I've been called a Sedevacantist by people. Taylor Marshall gets called that. Dr. Peter Kwasniewski gets called that. And it's really, sometimes it's a term of derision for somebody who doesn't blindly and follow every single dictate of the current Pope. So if you're critical of Pope Francis, you're a Sedevacantist.
Forget about his previous equations.
Yeah, and people call you names all the time. Like, what's the number? Like, every time one person calls you a name, it's worth 10,000 names, or is it 10,000?
It's only worth 1,000 points. If they're calling you a SETI for the wrong reasons.
There's probably someone who did call him a SETI, and now he's like just overly offended. Oh, Eric is conservative. Oh yes, conservative.
Yeah, this set of
Sammons
is the N word for normie. Did you know?
Yeah,
that?
I know. It's the funniest thing ever. Now, why do you think I took Sedevacante as a name? Because Sede is like the N word for these people, so you gotta use the edgy word. Wow. I wear my big rosary that wraps around my entire body 3 times to all the meetings, so the Jews don't mess with me.
I didn't let my son borrow the car tonight, and he goes, "What are you, SETI?" Oh, Jerry's son. I brought you into this world that you might call me a sede.
If I had a real dad instead of a sede. Ugh. So in this clip, the fish is the fish. Sedevacantism, by the way, just means the denial of authority, which is the form of the Pope. The reason why this has to be said is because I think Sammon believes sedevacantism is a dogmatic statement ruling and declaring that someone is not the Pope, when it's really like, I can't follow this person and not violate my conscience and my Catholic faith. That's all it is. And it's a technicality, but because Sammons doesn't actually go into technicalities, he just like throws out terms.
All right,
it's kind of like a big ways.
Sedevacantism has a meaning, and it should be used as it's meant to be used. And essentially, it just means anybody who believes that the chair of Peter is vacant. Sede is chair, vacant, obviously vacant. That there's nobody sitting on the chair of St. Peter, i.e.
Oh, it's vacant. Oh, no, it's occupant, vacant, occupant. Like, no, it's not anyone sitting on the chair. This is the biggest problem, because we're talking about a denial of Vatican II, an ecumenical council. And he's like, it's a denial of people are sitting on chairs. Like, come on. It's like, well, Trump removing protesters in ICE is a denial of people's right to live in Minnesota. What? Why? How?
CD means it's icky. Vacant as in vacant?
That's because I have a seat warmer. Don't tell anyone.
Oh, man.
There's no valid Pope. Now,
also, there's a weird thing that he's going to do, and that is he's like, you guys don't have the authority to say he's a Pope, right? But you don't have the authority to say he is a Pope. You don't say someone is or someone isn't the Pope. That's not your job as a layperson. And since he didn't bring theology in his whole review, we don't have to go theological. We'll just go natural, right? We're just either submitting or not submitting. That's all it is. Okay.
All right.
But it's this nonsense that he makes up this rule that, like, if you don't follow the Pope, you're saying he's not the Pope. It's like, I'm not saying he's not the Pope. I don't think he's a Catholic. I don't think being the Pope even enters into the equation. Like, you didn't climb Mount Everest. Yeah, you did. You didn't even reach the Indian subcontinent peninsula. Like, you're not on that side of the world. Yeah, but you didn't climb Mount Everest. It's like, what we have here is failure to commute.
They're saying, no, the chair is actually still vacant. There is no Pope right now. And so it really describes anybody right now who thinks that there is no Pope. So I would say Pope Leo Robert
Selah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's anyone not just saying that there is no Pope, but acting as if he wasn't the Pope.
Yeah.
So in that term, yes, he would be a sedevacantis because he would actively go against the Pope. But in doing that, you wouldn't go against the Pope. So you're saying there is no Pope.
We're going to Mount Kilimanjaro, you liturgical bully.
You ecclesiastical bully. You try and stop this.
No. By the way, is that clip about bananas and rice actually a real clip? Does anyone know?
I don't know. I've never heard a bananas and rice clip.
Thuck, do you know?
Thuck.
Okay, never mind.
Wake up.
Let's continue on.
Is the Pope Leo the 14th, is a valid Pope? Most other Catholics, when I say most, I mean literally almost every single one of them, would say the same thing. But the sedevacantists say, no, he's not actually the Pope.
And here's sedevacantists spurging out again. Like, I don't know how many times it has to be explained that it's actually this convoluted. It's logically impossible for him to be the Pope. Therefore, he's not the Pope. Rather than like, he's not the Pope. He's not the Pope. Like, they make it seem like Sadies are these retarded people who just woke up one day and just had feelings, which might be true.
That's right.
Apparently, that clip is absolutely real. The bananas and being a Somalian in Minnesota is like eating bananas and rice. You do not understand how to eat bananas and rice until you're in Minnesotan. Like, oh. No. Anyway, different flavors of state of econtism. The fish presents the worst city and likewise the weakest one. Again, this is a trope that bad people do, like people who are intellectuals, and that is they use the weakest argument of their opponents instead of the strongest. We'll see.
There is the 1958 sedevacantism, which is basically those who say that John the 23rd was the first anti-pope, that Pope Pius XII was the last valid pope. That after him, then all the popes after that, people who've claimed to be pope, as they would say, are not actually valid popes. Now, they have a number of reasons. They would say, some I've heard on some corners of the internet talk about how the election wasn't valid in 1958 or something like that. But most of them probably just essentially say, because they taught heresy, they lost the office or they never had it or something to that effect. There's different flavors.
Mom's not valid.
Or
So there's this group of people that have some generic position and they say a bunch of generic different things, and like, yeah, that's just kind of what they say and do. Like, can you imagine?
I didn't actually I didn't hear any coherent thought in all.
No, that's what he does in this whole video. I was watching it. You're like, wait, no wonder Chris Jackson flipped out on this video. He's like, and even Ryan Grant. Ryan Grant was like, well, I don't know why you did this.
Anything.
He doesn't say anything. In the whole video, he doesn't say anything. It's why we're reviewing it.
We should do the TLM Ryan and Anthony Abato, or is that one? Is that a special show?
Dude, that was horrible.
You can do that on Salecast if you want.
Oh, can I? Thank you so much, AP.
Oh, you have my
you might become a heretic if you watch that, dude. Like, don't watch that.
I have hope TLM Ryan will become Sedevacantis by the end of the year.
Yeah, Pope TLM Ryan.
You know, I do see some hope.
Anyone who reads and has half a brain comes to the conclusion. It's pretty simple. Bishop Sanborn, the only SSPX priest who becomes they are the ones who read.
I mean, there's got to be something. We just got to understand like what his background is and like where he's getting this stuff from. I was just losing my mind. I'm like, this is diabolical heresy. But I mean, there's just got to. Maybe it's just something in his background that can be fixed. But.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. When Rome speaks, it's settled. So either you have a problem with your own will if you're not submitting because you're heretic, schismatic, or this isn't Rome.
Well, I was just traumatized from John Farrell, and so I was like seeing what Ryan was saying. I'm like, this guy might be worse than John Farrell. Like, this is crazy.
Nah, John Farrell literally thinks Pius XII taught heresy. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, he said that you can't eat donuts before Mass. That's heresy.
That is.
The
sacramental donuts?
Yeah. That we make on October 31st, specifically for All Saints Day, the soul cakes, which are empty inside until God fills them.
With his basket of souls in heaven.
Oh, yeah. Well, excuse me. We've got a correction. The NFP spiritual dictator. Do not refer to John Farrell as anything other than this.
Yeah, NFP is only okay outside of marriage. So.
If Fuente
you recognize the love, resist the prostitution.
Yeah.
If Fuentes becomes a trad, where would he land? Well, he has to become a Catholic first. So Who
Yeah,
knows?
what? I have no
Who knows?
idea.
All right, so let's continue on. In this clip, we see why he used a really weak argument.
FSSP, because he's
Why
gay.
somebody who claims to be Pope isn't really the Pope. That's your 1958 State of Contism. They didn't, just to be clear, they didn't exist in 1958. There was nobody, no Catholic in 1959 who was saying there is no valid Pope.
Isn't that a wonderful comment? Did you know in COVID-19 hit, there was no one in 2019 who was saying you have to take a vaccine? It wasn't until 2020. Like, where are we going with these arguments? Like, these little childish arguments that sometimes you hear them make, where like it's called a term because there's a reason why. And sedevacantism is not a proclamation on this guy is not the Pope. It's a denial of submission because we have doubts about their authority, which is supposed to be literally impossible. That's why we're saying he's 1958, because we have positive doubt that's supposed to be impossible. Not because we've ruled on it. Yeah.
Did you know that there were no Baptists at the time of Martin Luther?
What?
Did you know?
Were there Anabaptists?
Before him, I think, right?
Yeah.
It was after him.
Yes, the answer is yes. I don't know. I just did a comment like that like destroys my brain. Like, because the level of autism, it's like an observational humor said seriously. Like, why do they call it 1958 sedevacantism? There were no sedes in 1958. You're like, okay, where's the punchline? There's got to be a punchline, and then there's nothing. What? Oh, well. Sammons here presents a consequentialist argument, not realizing we have something, we have to have something imposed to refuse the authority from Rome. So part of the problem is if Roncalli there, John the 23rd, was a heretic and never imposed his heresy, you would be a de facto sedevacantist, but you'd never say that because you didn't have anything to like fight with him about. There's like, you're not submitting to him because you can't, but you also wouldn't think about it. Like if he was just off in Rome proclaiming heresy in the streets, and that's all that you ever heard, but he didn't actually impose a discipline on the church, you wouldn't really care.
I mean, that's WM Review says it well. They say that the vacancy became apparent when Vatican II was quote unquote promulgated by Paul VI. At that point, it was trying to be imposed on the church.
Yeah, that's not what he said. He said until it was promulgated by Pope VI, Pope Paul VI. Bruv.
The based Mexicans knew this. He was vacant though.
But I don't know if John the 23rd was a valid pope or not. Like, to me, there's doubt with that because he didn't actually impose Vatican II. He died before it.
But John the 23rd was a Freemason. And he said,
John the 23rd wasn't even close to being a pope. Dude.
Do you see those?
He taught the ecumenism heresy on the Eastern quote Orthodox that the rest of the Vatican II anti-popes teach.
Come with me to Alderaan.
That's as convincing. Personal heresy is not as convincing as trying to impose heresy on the church, which is what.
Yeah, so Paul VI could have saved it all, but he didn't.
Yeah,
so everything is Paul VI's fault.
That's not you talking. That's your uncle.
Yeah. Well, Paul VI is gay, so he's not valid.
No, Paul VI wasn't valid.
Paul VI was definitely gay.
We felt terrible at death.
Have you ever wanted to fill in all of the O's? Sorry. I used to do that when I was growing up. Okay, so we had the consequentialist argument coming up, and yeah,
we have something imposed to refuse authority.
I mean, I say, and I mean that. I mean, maybe one or two or some. I mean, some crazy person, but really it didn't exist. It didn't come into fore until the 1970s.
Prince Faisal.
Who was that?
Alec Guinness. He played Prince
Is
Faisal.
when it started to become a thing in in the church.
Or
Was
taken by
people started because of the problems that happened at Vatican II. So you see, it's kind of like it's looking back and saying, well, we've had all these problems. How do we explain it? We'll say all the popes since Pius XII are not back.
Yeah, it couldn't have been that everybody said at the time that we don't understand how this ecumenism religion is a valid religion. It couldn't be that. It was that we had to explain that things went bad. We had a board meeting. We said the old CEO was a bad CEO, so we wanted to replace him. Like,
Yeah. But then what happened? You did it illegally, and then he came back, and you got fired. Life site news.
Majority Part 3. Well, we're never getting done with this, man. Oh, everyone buckle in. Tell Part 3. Tell me you don't understand the point without saying you don't understand the point.
This is not the stream you are looking for.
Alec Guinness could play Mr. Sammons.
And so I think that's a very important point, because it's not like people in 1950.
We can't, though, Kohana, because the American culture is based on complaining.
We're like, hey, that election was invalid. Hey, this guy isn't really the Pope. Nobody was saying that until 20 years later.
Oh, wait, he dropped off. Yes, we
left.
Yeah, he lags out sometimes. So because nobody said it 20 years later, it wasn't a real thing at the point that it was. Again, this is all just like this backwards looking consequentialism, which I don't understand the point. Like, when did you realize your wife was cheating on you? Oh, it had been going on for 5 years. Okay. But I only realized it now, so it's only a problem now. It has not been a problem for 5 years. It's like, wait, what? What? So it was fine for the 5 years? And you're like, oh? No, it's not. Like, no one thinks this way. In this clip, the fish babbles a lot. Oh.
Different from the last clip.
And then the third category of sedevacantists are those who believe that that Benedict did resign validly, but Francis wasn't a valid pope. Now, there's a couple different subcategories under this group. You have those who think the election of Pope Francis was invalid because of St. Gallen Mafia or whatever reason. Or you think that he was elected validly, but then through his actions, he lost the office, perhaps because of heresy that he supposedly proclaimed. Or they actually thought that he did not accept the office properly. So when he was elected, the election was valid, but he didn't accept it. He didn't accept the election validly. So
wait a minute.
This is that.
Selah, was this recorded? Or was this live?
No, actually, I think it's live, but he's looking at another monitor.
Oh.
So he probably has notes.
So this was live. Okay.
I don't. Because he looks at comments at the end, but I don't understand why you would bring this up.
Yeah, but you gotta understand. What I'm trying to say.
Like I know Dr. Mazza made a big deal about this. Like, oh, does he have the correct disposition with how things are going, and like his interior mental munus mysterium acceptionis, like formationism. Like, what? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I just don't know what the heck he's talking about at some point. Okay, let's just continue on. It's so weird.
Francis was not the Pope.
In this clip, Sammons introduces the next topic. My enemies are mental. Yes, that's his actual argument. His actual argument is being a Sede is because you're mental. Yeah. Like, can you imagine if this was the Sede's argument against the Novus Ordos? The reason they're Novus Ordo is because they're actually mentally defective. There's no theology. We literally have the same religion. Not this one. Not the snowman.
Oh, come on.
I humbly apologize. That's happened. That's happened.
Oh, I apologize for the snowman.
Humbly.
I don't really want to talk about that today, the details, because the fact is I want to talk more about the psychological, spiritual issues involved with sedevacantism.
Oh, the psychological, spiritual issues. You know, you could just say what you actually say. You're just worried that people won't go to the sacraments and then end the video there. But he doesn't. Okay. So he pulls an article which Sammons says is from the mid 80s. You know, when Lefebvre was in his I'm not friendly to sedevacantist arc. The interlude between like the 70s where he wasn't. Yeah.
If someone believed that they were a Catholic, wouldn't you rather them go to the placebo sacraments than no sacraments at all? Or would that be sacrilegious because you're worshiping something that isn't God?
You do the placebo ones. It's called you go to your bedroom and make a spiritual act of communion and you say the act of contrition and you say night prayer. No?
No, I'm saying if you're a Novus Ordo, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather him take the placebo bread that he believes is God, what isn't, or would you rather him not take it and be aware that that's not real?
If you were Novus Ordo, talking about the cities, right?
Yeah. No. Said he's talking about the Novus Ordo.
No, because then it's blasphemous.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, like...
Because then you'd be worshiping a piece of bread that's a piece of bread.
Yeah, I mean, I can go do a Novus Ordo Mass right now. I've got a hood on.
You got your head covering?
I got my head covering. It's only 4 pages of text.
In the Novus Ordos, the men wear the veils. Yay!
Oh, would they get invincible ignorance? Some people did. I honestly do believe there are Novus Ordos in heaven.
Like who?
But that's because they hadn't... my grandmother.
Okay.
My grandmother's friends.
Grandma said AP, always, they all get a pass.
They get a pass because they didn't have the internet. They died before the internet came to be.
Yeah.
Died in the 80s.
Before God gave us the internet.
90s. Yeah. Let's continue.
And I'm going to read it here. It says, sedevacantism appears to be more a psychological than a theological problem. It would be both easy and cruel to evoke here some of the variations, as well as the successive divisions fostered by their numerous cliques and their astounding reversals and turnabouts coming from their inconsistent motives. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But why be so harsh with them? Are not these reproaches which they make regarding the Pope's teaching, his pastoral approach, including some erroneous Vatican II teachings, indeed well-founded? So this is basically saying, this was written, by the way, under the pontificate of JP2, I could tell. Like, hey, they have some good criticisms of what's going on in Rome.
Huh?
And there's no date on the article. I found the article. So it has to be pre-88.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what is his point.
The point is that the cities are stupid and mental, and even though they're right, they're stupid and mental. They admitted the cities were right. Even though they think that there's some theological inconsistencies within ecumenical council, which is protected by the Holy Ghost. They're mental.
By the way, there's no date on that article. So we have to assume it's a pre-1988 and Lefebvre's mind is continuing to French toast.
Oh, French toast. So the article actually ignores the theological problems and it just straws man's the city. So we cut the rest of it there because he actually reads like 2 paragraphs. Yeah, I don't know why he brought it up, except to say someone else thought the cities are mental. I guess I'm in good company. 1 + 1 means I'm right.
And they're mushrooms too.
Oh, now the fish is going to say that if you go city, you hear the mass in a Protestant chapel.
Nice.
I don't get how this works in his head. Like, yeah, you go to mass in a Protestant chapel if you're a city.
I mean, that's pretty harsh talk, I admit. But at the same time, I think it's very accurate. That the fact is that sedevacantism is more of a psychological than a theological issue. It's a spiritual dead end. What happens is you end up in an independent chapel in someone's basement or some old Protestant church, and you're completely untethered from the larger church. You no longer have the larger church to kind of keep you in check, to keep you from being
That's right.
being on your own.
What was it Saint Augustine who said the Arians have the buildings, but we have the faith?
Athanasius. Yeah, no. He was wrong, because if you have the buildings,
that's
that'll
what it means.
keep you. Yeah. It keeps you on the straight and narrow. I don't know, like, what the heck he's talking about. Like, he has one story in his head of some fringe Sede group using or buying a Protestant chapel and consecrating it, and he's like, "Oh, but it wasn't a valid consecration of the chapel, even though they have valid sacraments. Like, they were literally in a Protestant church." Like, what? He's absolutely crazy. I just don't get it. I don't know. So, question: does the church keep Quaz in check? Because this guest before was Kwasniewski, who was touting that book that I was reviewed, where the guy was saying that Francis committed multiple heresies, and the Quaz denies 2 ecumenical councils and about, I think it's 8 popes. I don't know why I wrote 10 popes, because he denies the popes all the way to Pius X. And probably the 9th too, since he denies Vatican I. So, like, the church is really keeping people in check, apparently.
Why stop there? Why Pius IX?
Because Pius IX did Vatican I. He likes everything else.
Oh,
he just wants the papal infallibility has to go. He doesn't believe in that. And then the Pius X reforms have to go. He doesn't believe in those. So, like, I'm sorry, you can't be like, "Oh, the church will keep you on the straight and narrow," when you just were hosting a guy who's so far off the beaten path. He's a Gallican. He's not even a Catholic. He's a different religion altogether. Oh, man. Tell us, Fish, what happens when 2 independent city chapels don't like each other? Schism!
And what happens is these independent chapels end up rejecting the other independent chapels. I mean, here's an example from my own hometown of Cincinnati.
So I would just like to point out, when you use the term independent next to another independent, it would assume they're not in union with each other, right?
Yeah, 2 separate. They're already separate.
The two football teams that play against each other don't play for the same organization. They play for themselves.
The independent Patriots football team is gonna play against the independent Seattle Seahawks, and so they're not in union anymore.
What about the Cheesehead? I also don't understand this. Why Sammons cares at all about this stuff? Like, why he even thought he should make this video?
There was only like 300 of you, and all of a sudden in his hometown of Cincinnati, they have 2 chapels that are Sedes, and they're not even like, they don't even recognize each other. How does he know there's a third, not a third one? So
maybe he goes to these chapels. He like sends in spies.
Oh man.
That's what he does with his free time. He stalks Sedes in real life.
We actually have 2 Sedevacantists chapels. One is part of the Society of St. Pius V, which is an offshoot of the Pius SSPX. And I think its official position is it's agnostic on whether or not we have a pope, but in practice, it's Sedevacantis. It does not name Leo in the Mass. Then we have another one that's completely independent in town. And what was his name? Sadaku, I can't remember. He was a pretty well-known Sedevacantis priest online, but then he passed away a few years ago. God rest his soul.
Yeah,
that's another one. Well, they get along with each other. They're both Sedevacantis.
Yeah, the group he's talking about is St. Gertrude the Great, but
they do not commune with each other. In fact, I've heard stories of.
Like, there's one of them. One of the bishops is like Darth Sidious.
Wait, there's 5 Sede chapels. This guy does a really bad job at stalking Sedes.
Yeah, I know.
There's like an independent one, St. Gertrude the Great, SSPV. The SSPV one's really nice with Father Jenkins. Anyway,
one was at one chapel, one the other, and they started dating. And like basically, it was like Romeo and Juliet. The families rejected them. The priest wouldn't marry them.
Oh, wait. So is Shakespeare actually a Sede?
all this time.
Oh yeah. Did you know that now earlier in the video he was like sadomasochism is primarily an online thing, and now he's like, oh, in my own life I know this couple and in real life, but they were trying to get together and their priest wouldn't marry them. Oh wait, so it's not just an online thing? What's it gonna be? Like,
well,
these guys.
I think it's funny with like the whole Sede thing about not wanting to marry the two, which is odd. But especially because in the Novus Ordo, they'll marry you even if you aren't Catholic.
Yay!
What's a diamond beard today?
Oh, excommunicate him because he doesn't do exactly what I want him to.
No way. He's just filling up his purgatory on Earth. That's all.
Oh,
this has real world consequences for their.
Look at this person. Apparently, is like knows more about sadomasochism than you and I.
I know the family who would have married them. It was online between Chicada and Father Jenkins many years ago. Oh,
Romeo and Juliet were real people. Shakespeare was a prophet.
No. He slew No, he slew Tybalt. His name was Tybalt. I mean,
yeah, that he deserved to die for a name like that.
Not just an online debate about, okay, let's have a theological debate about what St. Robert Bellarmine said or St. Thomas Aquinas or whatever. It's a matter of people literally separating themselves from the means of grace that God has given us in the sacraments.
Fish, we're saying.
Yeah, we don't think they are sacraments. So again, all of a sudden, he switched back out of the Sede mindset into the Novus Ordo mindset. So it's like, it's so hard to pin this little turkey down. Oh, we're only halfway through, by the way.
Hey, turkey, watch your language.
Sorry, turkey.
There are turkeys watching.
And that's why I call it a dead end, because ultimately, if you end up rejecting that there is a pope,
okay,
you're going to end up separating yourselves from the sacraments.
Yeah, this is how it works. When there's no pope, everybody separates from the sacraments.
But in his own town, they're sedes, so they're not separated from the sacraments.
Oh, look at lotto numbers. You heard it here first. Donate to the Sede Picante Lotto Fund.
Send all your Bitcoin.
Oh,
Sede Picante.
Because you're not going to be willing to go to a parish, a Catholic parish that is in communion with the Pope to receive the sacraments. And
yeah, because they don't think it's a Catholic parish with sacraments.
Yeah, but, I mean, if you tell Catholics that Protestants are wrong, they're not going to go to Protestant meetings to receive sacraments.
Oh, and then they're going to be lonely because Protestants are better camaraderie or something. Like that's supposed to be the selling point, right?
Separated brethren. Separated.
Oh,
brethren.
Separated at birth, brethren.
Brethren.
Maybe you're lucky. There's a chapel nearby, but
one piece at a time. It didn't cost me a dime. It's 44, 52, 55, 57. That's when he's got to write out the registration. Remember?
Once you
That's one.
No.
One piece at a time. It didn't cost me a dime. He worked at I forget what company he worked at.
No, I don't know Johnny Cash that well. Once you reject authority, you go off your own way, right? It would be like an interesting take if you didn't have the Quas on, who literally is part of an institution which is formally in schism with the Catholic Church.
What's that? What institution is that?
The Sanctus Ranch.
Oh,
they literally cannot publicly offer sacraments. And that's where Quas is, and he just had Quas on. So it's like, it's really hypocritical of Sammons to even discuss sedevacantism at all. I just wouldn't even talk about it.
That's why I said, that's what I was saying at the beginning. It's like, he is a type of sede because
no, I am stupid. It's just because my brother wanted to cash out a gold coin he had, so I sent him a $1,400 check because that was the price of gold at the time.
But that that's what I was saying. Like he acts like there is no pope, but he says that there's a pope.
Yeah, there's a pope when he's talking to a Sede, and when he's talking to a non-Sede, there's no pope.
Right.
It's so annoying.
But at the same time, you don't want him to call himself a Sede because then he'd be on your team, and that would be weird to have an idiot on your team.
When's Majorian coming back? These guys are so lazy.
I know.
Once you reject authority, the inevitable consequence is that you become the authority unto yourself.
Yeah,
this is
like
why
you.
we need to be part of a larger church. This is very important. It helps us to stay in check.
I like you. Do you even need to comment? You have the cross on your show. You're literally not staying in check. That's the whole thing.
Caca! Sedes are Protestant.
What? Sedes are Protestant.
Sedevacantists are Protestants.
I had to put it in. It's the greatest thing Dad's ever done. Let's listen again.
What? Sedes are Protestant.
Sedevacantists are Protestants.
One of the things you'll notice online that Sedevacantists hate is when you call them, say they're like Protestants. But it really is true in a lot of ways. Now, it's not to say that they accept Protestant doctrines like sola scriptura or sola fide, or they look up to Martin Luther. Heck, as they will be the first to say, Pope Francis looked more up to Martin Luther than any of them would.
Okay, what's the argument?
Yeah, you just made what?
His Pope is a Protestant, but Sedes are Protestants. Like I don't understand. Like, did these people hear themselves?
What?
So it's not a problem looking up to Luther because Pope Francis did it publicly, but Sedes are Protestants,
right?
I can't figure out like what we're supposed to come.
There
with.
is no argument. It's just like
there's no argument. It's just like
words.
He's just like angry or something. Like, why are people sending me mean texts? It's like what? That's why he's become a loco. He's just lost his mind. Oh, it's horrible.
So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're accepting Protestant doctrines. And I'm also agreeing that too much Protestantism has been accepted.
Wait. So you're mad at us for not being in the church, and you're saying the church that we're supposed to be in is accepting Protestantism.
Has accepted too much.
Yeah. So in other words, you're judging the church now for being heretical, but you're mad we're not in the church that's heretical. Like what's the difference? Shouldn't you be happy we're objecting to Protestantism? I just can't.
Within the Catholic Church and high rankings of the.
I actually thought at this point I would end the video. It's like it can't get worse.
Dumb.
It's just, but it will get worse.
Members of the Catholic Church.
We need to listen to his next psychology clip, and remember, he just had the croissant.
But ultimately, the reason I would say Sedevacantism is a form of Protestantism is because of the mentality, the psychology.
There it is.
In which you look at truth and how you accept truth.
Not actual, but it kind of looks like it.
Yeah, it's like
you're not actually a heretic like we are, but you kind of look like it.
Yeah, you kind of like, you hang out at the wrong places. And not saying you're doing something bad, not saying that, but like, what are you doing there? Oh, but I'm not saying you're doing anything bad. Like,
this is Sede profiling.
Oh, and so do you think he puts on a fedora and a cigarette and trench coat and stands outside city chapels and judges them silently?
Hold on.
What's that? Phil has a life? What? No way.
That's what a Protestant does. Trust me, I was a Protestant. I know.
Wait, the fish was a Protestant? That's what a Protestant does? Just trust me, bro. Yes, The Fish's actual argument against sedevacantism is just trust me, bro. It comes out. The whole thing is a cult of personality. Just trust me.
Trust me, I was a Protestant. I know.
Yes. I need to play it again.
It does. Trust me, I was a Protestant. I know. Trust me, I was a Protestant. I know.
So in this clip, if you're critical, then heresy doesn't count. Yes. The last clip was he said he was a Protestant, so trust him.
Oh, okay.
That's his argument. He knows because he used to be a Protestant, so he's the only person with life experience. Therefore, he's the only one whose experience counts. But did you know heresy doesn't actually count if you're critical of it? So, right, your wife, your sister can be living in fornication, but as long as you're like, I'm critical of you living in fornication. Therefore, you've done all you have to do. You just have to have the mental disposition of not liking things.
Oh.
We often are critical of bishops like a Cardinal Supich or priests like a Father James Martin. So I'm not saying that like Catholics are like, hey, we just accept everything every priest or bishop says. We can be critical of them. But there's a difference between that and just saying, I'm going to break communion with these people.
Good. I'm glad we had this talk.
Well, what's the point? I'm critical of you, James Martin. Oh, I'm soft scot-free. Oh, look! All of a sudden, I'm not bound by anything he says. Oh, Pope Francis, did you say you like Martin Luther? Oh, I'm critical of that. Oh, like the fact that this is a professional Catholic is like the saddest commentary on how far all of us have fallen, and it's all of our faults.
We get special graces.
Majorian's married, right? His Majorian's wife makes Costco Marie Calendar meals. Oh, that'd be funny. In this, by the way, we used to do that, so they are in fact delicious. Marie Callender's has this pot pie thing. It's fantastic.
Oh, the chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. That was back when my mother used to cook. Like half the meals were like frozen meals from Costco and stuff.
I cook it in the oven. You gotta get it nice and got to put a little bit of aluminum foil on top of it so it doesn't burn the crust.
Oh, she made salmon. Oh, we all love Marie Callender's. We should do a trad Catholic Costco review food stream with John Farrell. We tell him what to buy during the stream.
He can go through Costco.
Oh yeah, we still have like quite a ways to go. We'll be here at least another half an hour.
Well, we gotta be here till 12, so I can go like eat a steak.
Oh, trust me, bro. In this clip, Sammons is able to both talk about your salvation and not talk about your salvation at the same time.
Now, why does this matter? It matters very much because I do think it becomes an issue of salvation. I'm not saying that if you question whether or not Francis is Pope that you're going to hell. I am saying, though, that the path you take when you go down the path towards sedevacantism, when
you keep going down the road you're going, pal. You keep going.
But I'm not saying you're going to hell. But this road leads only to.
Keep going. This path you're on. Oh yeah. I'm not saying to take you anywhere, but keep going on it. Keep walking that path.
Oh no, this is a man speaking, by the way.
That you have a pope, and you go down that path. It ends in a dead end in which you have no authority over you, and you don't even have access to the sacraments ultimately.
Yeah, did you know as soon as you start to think that he's not the Pope, all the sacraments just disappear?
going.
They cease to be.
No.
Meanwhile, huh?
There's a road. It's called Hell Road.
Oh no!
You
Oh
keep
please!
walking on it, pal.
The chicken bake is the greatest dish in the world. Anyway,
No, it isn't.
but Sammons works with someone who literally does not have illicit sacraments in the quas. So, like, even though he's like, you're going down,
calendar.
he's way down the road ahead of us.
Oh yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. Like he's such a flaming hypocrite. It's kind of wonderful.
This is not the Popeye you're looking for.
Wait. I definitely don't make that white people food. Oh.
No, she doesn't. It's Marie Callender.
Chris Jackson in the chat. Yep. Yeah, he's extremely dishonest. I read your whole article. And
I don't
know it'd be one impression.
How can you write an article out of this? There's nothing here.
It was horrible. He writes it about the last 10 minutes. Sammons tells us he is aware of long, detailed critiques aimed at him.
Oh.
Wow.
Like Novus Ordo Watch is a website.
Oh.
And they love to just say how they have these very long, super long posts critiquing me about why I'm wrong about this or that theological point. And it's got all these quotes from tons of theological manuals and people like that. And then they always like to say, oh, he doesn't even respond.
He doesn't respond.
Can you imagine if someone made content aimed at you that you wouldn't respond and turn it into more content?
That's exactly what I would do. I'd be like,
you
I
only
got
eat
this
steak?
on the internet. No. She doesn't know me.
I know, but like you run a podcast and you have things you want to talk about. Oh, I do. I'm doing every Monday a response to a Novus Ordo Watch article against me because they're liars about me. Wow, that's all the content you do. It makes itself. It's like 3 jobs.
Like, yeah, and it's like you can repeat yourself, and people will still watch because people love conflict.
Sammons is a woman. Oh, welcome, friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Majorian. The ever talkative, effervescent.
Dude, I said like no words for like half an hour.
You had no opinion, not just no words.
Dude,
whatever you're saying, that's cool with me, man. Yeah.
Something. I think that's a skill to have, is to know I'm too stupid to say anything. So I just let myself just roast. You know, it's like a soup. You know, you don't want to boil. You just simmer.
It's like that chicken bake you were talking about.
Oh, dude, a Costco
low
chicken
and
bake
slow.
would be crazy. I would go hard right now.
Dude, I ate 2 of them at a time. They're so good.
Yeah, we need to do a Costco, guys. Tradcast Costco.
Yeah, it's what my family does. They buy a whole box of bacon. Like, they put those boxes in the freezer. My family.
Oh, the box of bacon, not just like the 3-pack to get the full box.
They take the full box. Sammons has an institution though, so why would he be invited to another institution?
Yeah.
Isn't
he in competition?
Oh, it's cooperation, not competition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, my troops are healed. Oh wait, are we still on the stream? Okay. The fish doesn't have to respond because he was a prot once.
Oh, okay.
That
makes sense.
And that frustrates him. The reason is because here's the thing. It reminds me so much of my Protestant days arguing with Calvinists.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. Whenever anybody has an argument, you just say, well, I was a Protestant once.
Reminds me of when I was a Protestant, you know.
It reminds me of when I was in kindergarten and I was on the merry-go-round. That's why.
They were telling me, Bayesian curls were better than preacher curls, but that reminds me of when I was a Protestant and I was doing preacher curls and they were way better than Bayesian curls. I mean,
oh, preacher curls. Is this a Majorian stream now?
I think he's gonna do the Catholic girls wait too late or something. I thought he was gonna go the Billy Joel.
Oh yeah.
Blessed Maria Tranink, as part of Pelican Plus Social on February 1st for Septuagesima, I will be beginning a group and series dedicated to reclaiming our hobbies. What? What?
I thought it was against the Catholic faith.
Is this a Benjamin Cohen thing? We're taking back the rainbow. We're taking back the rainbow. We're taking back the rainbow. Like he did this whole thing where he was telling all of the bears, this is like a few years back, to purposely have rainbows everywhere, but like it's our rainbow now. And it's like,
yeah, we're taking it back.
Sure, bro. Or it's just gay.
You think you can take your rainbow from me?
You cultural bully.
I'm going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
Our Lady's Mountain.
Oh.
But because he rejects certain first principles, it just really is a house of cards. It's a beautiful house of cards. When you build it all up, you're like, oh, this is great. But you realize it's built, like our Lord said, on sand.
Our Lord said Sadevacantism is sand, built on sand.
No, he said,
So true.
he said you don't build your house of cards on sand. Build your house of cards on rock.
That's he makes analogies. Oh.
If you used glue with the cards, then it's the true faith.
And if you sniff the glue, you'll believe it.
That's what Sadevacantism is. When you see the long articles with tons of quotes and things like that, if I was in a debate with one of them about inside their system, I'm sure they would win.
Yeah, because you got nothing to say.
But I had an experience once. We're finally on the last 6 minutes of the clips. That's how bad this. I can't believe he actually kept that live. That is so embarrassing.
That's brutal.
I just want to know, like, do adults do this normally? Like, back in my day, I didn't go 65 miles an hour. You don't need to. Like, what? I want to get home. You don't need to.
It's the boomer logic. It's just showing. He's just peak boomer.
Yeah, why did they all become boomers? Like, there's something that's happened in the last 2 months that, like, the boomer pill has just like started going off in people's heads.
All trads just became boomers. I don't know what happened. It's all at the same time. It's crazy. I mean, I'm here for it. It's funny.
Sammons admits he cannot accept the indefectibility owed to church,
Oh,
aka
boy.
the first principle, which is actually a hard one to do.
But like I said, they have faulty first principles. So what are those first principles that I think that they are faulty about? The first principle is Christ protects his church.
Oh, man.
I've never heard this one before. Like that there's
The
this
first thing
little
he disagrees
house of cards and Christ protects it.
but he says he first disagrees with Sedes in the fact that Christ protects his church. He doesn't believe Christ protects his church.
Yeah, he said it was filled with Protestantism.
Yeah, he protects it by building it on a house of cards on stone instead of
On
sand.
stone. That works.
So yeah, now he's going to give his own personal theology. It's like,
Oh.
okay, here we go.
Christ protects his church. What exactly do you think Christ would allow?
Wait,
I like. Look, he gives a little head bobble. What do you think it'll allow?
I don't know.
Let me ponder this question.
would it allow a 5-day work week? How
No
do you
lunch
know? Like,
break.
how do you have any opinion on what Christ would do? This is retarded.
Ask yourself, what would Jesus do?
What would Jesus allow?
Maybe he's a Protestant. I mean, that's
He
the
might be
same
a
thing we do.
Protestant.
WWJA. What would Jesus allow?
Christ protects his church.
All right.
What exactly do you think Christ would allow? Because what they're saying is, especially in 1958 Sedevacantist, they're saying that Christ would allow there to be no pope, but most Catholics to think there's a pope and have reason to believe there's a pope because all the church leaders think there's a pope.
Welcome to the show, friend of the show, Anthony Padua Radtrad. Yep.
In 1958, even if there was a pope, at least all the priests had valid orders, so it was still running. It was still going.
Yeah.
So that's not a really good analogy.
What's up, Anthony?
Chilling.
Hey, Radtrad.
Chilling, chilling. Watching the fish.
Oh,
Watching the fish.
Watching the fish go back and forth in the tub. Okay, I'll continue on here. Okay. So the argument essentially is because Sammons can't think that Christ would do it, therefore Christ wouldn't do it. Because he has experience being a Protestant.
That's right.
True.
Because I know. Because
He was built on sand and not stone. House of Cards.
You can always tell how triggered I am writing the notes when I start using all caps. In the notes.
That's pretty good.
70 years? Like for 70 years? Like 70 years? 70 years?
It's like Brother Diamond Aura right here.
For 70 years now, almost 70 years now. That's really what you think, that the Lord would not protect his church enough, that you have all cardinals, all bishops, all priests basically saying there's a pope, but they're all wrong. Every single person in authority that Christ of the church Christ established would allow that.
Yeah, that's the argument. Do you think Christ would allow that? Welcome to the show. MK
Boom. Drop mic. Walk away.
The show.
Why I'm not a Sede. 70 years. Boom.
70 years is over.
Do you think?
He does have about 60 books behind him, so that takes it. I have to agree.
One book per year.
But the thing I don't understand is if you've done philosophy and you've taken logic, there's no difference 70 years to 69 years or 76 years.
It's the big 7-0. That's probably the average age of his audience, to be honest.
Salmon just choose to drink a ghost and be cool.
White monster. He can't drink a white monster. I think he'd liquefy.
No one should drink a white monster.
But I just love how Sammons knows the mind of God, but Scripture says the opposite. But Sammons was a Protestant. Was he a fake Protestant? That's the only thing I'm getting at. Is what Sammons was a fake Protestant.
He's a crypto Protestant.
Oh,
But he was a Protestant. They believed in the indefectibility of the church.
Nah,
that's an old Protestant belief. He's shed to become Catholic.
Bajorian should weigh in on this. I think Eric Sammons suffers from super low T.
Oh yeah, dude. It's sub 350.
He's going through some menopause.
Yeah, severe. They all the trad boomers are like all at the same time. They're all hitting. That's what it is. They're all hitting menopause, and that's why they're all becoming boomers.
So I put the passage from Romans 11:33-34 on the screen in the notes.
What are you, Protestant?
If you were, you'd be a Sede.
I like the fact that he kept the 34 in.
Well, but who has known the mind of the Lord? But if it's 70 years, all bets are off. I can't know.
Yeah, that's what they said. Wasn't that like 70 years in Babylon? That means we're in the passion of the church.
We must avoid that.
Ooh, Phil, you got to give it your best Mike Davies quote.
Oh yeah. What is the best Mike Davis quote? Oh, he goes. I got it's more Liverpool. How's it go?
I don't know. It's probably something like, he's the Pope, but he's not the Pope.
Yeah. Oh, we got to be good to Ratzinger. He's going to be a good Pope for us one day.
Exactly.
Don't give him any flack on this, Matt. Michael,
Okay.
Matt.
Which
Come under my wing.
obnoxious?
Huh?
Which of the British accents is most obnoxious?
I don't know.
All
Well,
of them?
they made the Grinch. They made the Grinch a Cockney
Oh.
accent. He's like,
That's the one I'm thinking about, I guess.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
How's that go?
Oh,
Here
I
he
was
goes,
so
look at-
offended.
but the Grinch said da 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 da, and then the Grinch. What did the Grinch? I know what I's gonna do. I'm gonna steal the tradition. Yeah.
Just do it all in that.
The cities are also filled with boomers.
It's over.
A Cockney accent.
It's
for everything.
over. It's just
The-
back it
the boo-
up.
The boomer apocalypse, as foretold in Revelation.
Oh. Okay, so Salmon then brings up the 3-year interregnum in the Western Schism.
Interregnum. But here's the big difference. During those 3 years, everybody acknowledged there was no pope. It wasn't like somebody was saying there's pope and everybody's like, oh no, there's not really pope. Some people, but everybody else said there is. No, everybody thought there wasn't pope. They're trying to elect one.
What?
Yeah, and because everybody was agreeing, their opinions formed reality.
But what does that have to do with today, anyway?
Well, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, if they all have the same mental image, then that thing is real.
But didn't they have like 3 different popes elected at once?
Yeah,
So
but
there's 2
we're
or
going to
3 of
ignore
us
that
were
part.
gathered, and we all think that Sammons is a little girl.
If 2 or 3 popes are gathered together, go.
2 or 3
Say
popes
la.
are gathered together. Well, I don't know. I was looking at the comments.
The state of Wisconsin is saying there hasn't been a pope for 13 years or for 70 years almost or something like that. That's unprecedented. And it really does seem to violate the first principle. You can talk about what St. Robert Bellarmine said, which, by the way, I think is, I already explained my last podcast on this 2 years ago, that is just, it's misunderstood.
It's just misunderstood, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, there wasn't like 4 other people who commented on Robert Bellarmine after the fact to clarify it.
Just a little bit of a misunderstanding. Don't worry about it.
She knows the truth about the canon. This priest doesn't know the
Get
truth.
this all the time. Everybody understands all of Suarez and all of Cajetan and all of St. Peter Canisius and all of Bellarmine, and they know.
I've
all
never
of
even
John
I've
of
never
St.
even
Thomas.
read it, and I understand it.
Exactly.
What was the
So
point
true.
of this video? That the
He was just crying. He was upset. Someone sent him a comment. Somebody said in the video there were 5 comments that said, haha, Benedict XVI is the last real pope. And he lost his mind. He's a little girl.
I bet you I can make him crash out on me.
Oh, he's
I
already
really
blocked.
do
me.
it.
Oh no, you need a blue check mark for him to even acknowledge you.
Don't worry, I got one.
All right. So Sammons is going to bring up the problem of evil argument, that if God's good, then there cannot be evil.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. If God
That's
exists,
my favorite.
why evil thing happen?
Yeah. So if God is real, why no pope? See? Say they done. We're done.
It's over.
Why come more?
Others, you could
Get
you
God
could
of
quote
here.
some saint from some doctor church. You could quote some theologian from the 17th century, something like that. But ultimately, what you're saying is that Christ can't even keep his church protected enough to have a pope. Most important office in the church.
Yeah. If you disagree with my take, you've actually there's no God anymore.
Yay.
Good argument.
Yeah,
I'm convinced.
there's freedom. There's freedom in that in an argument.
Oh, I am so free. So the the second first principle. Yes.
All right.
The second one is that popes commit grave errors. Now, I know. We're not saying they're impeccable. They can't ever make errors. But the fact is that they're hyper-papalist. They're basically saying is we don't think this man is worthy to be pope, so we're going to say he's not the pope.
We're super duper paperless.
You're such a big paperless that you don't even get to be a Catholic anymore.
You guys are like ultra Voltron papists.
We're white monster papists.
So true. You're ultra zero papists.
Anti-French papist.
We'll be the legs. We'll be the arms. I will be the torso. And I will be the head. The Voltron papist.
But so I do wonder, though, that's why I posted something on Twitter. I don't think Sammons has read the Bible. So when Christ prays for Peter that his faith will not fail, was he actually Christ, or does he like becoming Christ at some point? Like, was he actually God? Because apparently Peter can commit grave errors all the time, and it's like, that's not a problem. So doesn't that mean that Christ's prayer failed?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it seems like God isn't God anymore. It seems like Sammons actually has defected from Christianity. Huh. Eh? Who's doing what? Okay, well, I'll continue on since no one has a comment. Final first principle. All right.
And the final first principle, Christ.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We went from the first principle to the second principle to the final first principle.
They're all the first
Second
principle.
final.
It's like first base, the second first base, and the third first base.
This is the final solution to the Sede problem.
Popes can make grave errors. The final first principle I think that they violate is the idea that we have no personal authority. I have no authority. You have no authority. Nobody listening to this podcast, unless he's a bishop, and I do think a couple bishops listen sometimes, or the Pope.
You have no authority. We're stuck when we need him.
I know. Thurk only declared the see vacant 44 years ago, and Lefebvre implicitly 38 years ago. So I don't know what Sammons is talking about. Like, what are we supposed to do? Like, are we supposed to follow the bishops, or are we supposed to not follow the bishops? You can't tell with Sammons. I honestly,
you better follow the bishop, so you're going to be behind burglar bars.
If you go to SSPX church, you're outside the church, but they have valid sacraments, and you're going to heaven if you go there. I don't get it.
Just like the Protestants and the Muslims, babe.
If you let grave sinners receive the Eucharist, maybe it'll turn them around.
So true. That's the street version of Amoris Laetitia.
Good night.
Catholicism.
This isn't. I just don't understand like where his brains are at. Maybe he left them somewhere. He took them out of his body.
Why was this even worth going over? This is like
because everybody was doing it, so I had to get in on it too.
All right,
This is just it's a curb stomp. We'll just leave out whether or not Francis really is a heretic and attack the person who says he is a heretic.
Okay, that sounds.
I see it so much in comment section where like Francis is a heretic can't be a pope, therefore Francis isn't the pope, and they think that's literally they've made the argument, and now it's a sealed, done deal.
That's the Berleman argument, right?
Yeah.
Yes and no, but this is the twist. Is Bishop Sanborn talks about all this all the time. Don't point out that the Pope is the heretic, but he's teaching heresy. You can't know their inner intention.
We just know we got to get away from him.
Yeah, you can.
But you
tell
see,
he's
the
teaching
reason why he wants to bring this up is because this is what caused him to make the video. He's now said this 3 times in the video that someone's left a bad comment. Oh, how dare
finally. We get to the root of the problem.
Here's my favorite part of the entire video. I was so happy when he did this. We're on to the murder case. Yes.
Somebody commits murder, and there's eyewitnesses. They know he committed murder. The fact is, he is not yet a murderer under the law until he's been convicted by a court. So if you saw somebody murder somebody, and then you saw them the next day and you shot and killed them, you would be guilty of a crime.
What?
Sammons is a thesis holder.
Hey, he's a
Wait a
Nova
second.
sort of thesis holder, I guess.
Wait,
Hold on, yeah. Sammons holds the thesis. He says that you're not materially the Pope. You could be materially the Pope and not formally the Pope. I get it. Okay, yeah, that's what he's saying.
Wait, so Cain didn't murder his brother?
Yeah. Johnny, are you trying to spoil where I'm going with this? Because I got to remix it. Let me play the remix.
And then you saw him the next day, you shot and killed them, and there's eyewitnesses. The fact is, he is not yet a murderer under the law until he's been convicted by a court.
But in reality, he is a murderer.
No, you're not a murderer for killing the murderer who wasn't a murderer.
So true.
Yeah, I forgot about
that's
that.
the logic actually would be. Like, Sammons is retarded.
Yeah.
But does he drink White Monster? That's what I want to know.
No shot.
No, he has low T.
know what that
He doesn't
is.
drink anything that has anything good in it.
He drinks that Ohio yellow water, which
Drinks
comes out of
soy.
the tap.
Just pure soy.
That makes the fish grow two heads in the Ohio River.
Kombucha, maybe.
Erica Kirk Sammons.
Who was it who was saying that he was still alive?
Mike Barrett.
Is still saying that?
And Pat Coffin.
I love that theory. It's the greatest theory ever.
Sounds fun.
He's somewhere in Cambodia.
No, he's off the coast of New Zealand.
It's like chilling
in Valhalla.
It's wherever they have Osama bin Laden.
So modernists love to read history because it distracts them from the issues at hand. So why read canonized theology when you can write fiction? And I put this in because Eric Sammons is in fact a fiction writer.
Also,
I would
say,
har.
Read history books. I found that most sedevacantists, all their knowledge comes from like theological manuals from like the 18th and 19th century. It's early 20th.
Point and laugh at them.
Early, in the Middle Ages and whatnot, you see very much that there is some severe crises going on.
If it doesn't come from Scott Hahn, I don't listen.
So true.
Meanwhile, I had to do research for the current book I'm working on, so I had to read medieval books. I don't know.
This situation really reminds me of Lord of the Rings. You know, the second book.
Yeah, where they had the heretical
page 489.
Where they had the heretical council in Rivendell, which was not called for by the king.
Did you just read EMJ's analysis of Lord of the Rings in the context of Judaism?
A lot of people who just watch the movie will miss this part, but if you read it in the book...
No,
you got to check that out. EMJ has a new theory about Tolkien and his allegory of, he's using the orcs as the Jews basically, or something like that. But they're not; those are the bad Jews, and then the trolls are the good Jews or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird stuff.
I thought that the orcs were they were once elves, and they were but they were corrupted by the dark side, right? So that's why
EMJ, dude. I can't vouch for it.
And so I think it's supposed to be about the angels and demons, I think is what
clearly you're misreading it.
Clearly you have not done the EMJ.
I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry that I know that fact.
Yeah, but in the medieval
you're not the
age,
50th person to write a book about how there's Christology and
no way
whatever and all this stuff. There's like Tolkien's got all kinds of stuff in it.
There's also the hero's journey.
There's stuff in it, and the myth of Gilgamesh is in it, and who knows? I mean, it's like I've heard all the crap.
All my facts come from the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, Dan Brown.
That's true history.
No, I get most of my facts from Don Jeffries now.
All right, play. Say
Much
la.
more
Go.
entertaining.
Yeah, Boomer Sammons. Yeah, it was.
Also, don't go down the internet conspiratorial rabbit holes. I know this is very tempting. I've talked about conspiracy theories in the past, and I embrace some conspiracy theories. Not all of them, but some of them. Just don't go down.
So gay.
Don't do
Sure,
what
bro.
I do.
Whatever.
Just
I
do
have
half of
dabbled
what I
in-
do.
I've dabbled in conspiracy theory, just like you kids.
Yeah, don't go to a
I was
palm
in
reader.
college. I tried it.
I mean, I've dabbled with a crystal ball, but don't
I
go to
didn't
the
inhale
palm
them.
readers.
I didn't inhale them. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah. I dabbled in cards with Charles Calhoun, but that's not gay.
Yeah.
Why is every point he's made have to be like, oh, but let me add an asterisk to it to tell you how to take the point I just made because I can't actually express anything.
You know, if
Oh,
this
and this
company
clip-
wants to stay profitable, he should stay away from the microphone.
Yeah, I don't know why these guys feel that they have to do it.
Just
It's
find
so
someone
weird.
else. He doesn't need to be on the microphone. It's like,
You
seriously.
got a brand new mic, though.
Oh yeah, he had to use it. So in this clip, this is one of the, I think, second to last clip. I don't remember, but he ends up completely agreeing with Sadevacantism. Yes, this is fantastic.
Which he always did. Okay.
Yeah,
As it's always been taught, obedience does not require us. We don't have blind. St. Thomas Aquinas teaches this. We don't have blind obedience to anybody except for God. So there are times and situations in which we might have to say we're following the Catholic tradition on this, even if a pope or a bishop says otherwise. I don't think that makes us our own pope because ultimately we understand it's an exception. We understand it's not the norm, and that we still acknowledge the pope as the universal head of the church, and that we're not going to pick and choose everything he says, but instead we're going to be submissive to his teachings. But if it comes to the point where he says something that does seem to contradict previous teachings, we are going to say, no, we're not going to follow that one. So
No, what you're going to do is you're going to say, actually, what he meant to say was.
no, but at the end, he
Realizes that
agrees.
he's fucking-
He agrees with Sadevacantism.
More or
Yeah.
less.
Yeah. So then,
There's a
what was the
question of
point of the
timing.
whole article of the whole video?
I don't know.
He's just being a boomer. He got offended that someone had an opinion that didn't originate with him. It's the greatest thing ever. See, that's why I love to do the show, because these people are funny.
Saw a
Yeah.
comment, crashed out, gives content for free. It's great. I love this. I love the boomers. They read
Guys,
the comments.
he's got
and they
this
just
behind
crash.
some of this behind a paywall, right?
No, this is just all public,
That's all public.
as far as I can tell.
Okay, I didn't know if he had any part of Crisis behind a paywall anymore.
Oh, the magazine, yeah, but the video wasn't.
Salmon the fish.
Oh, there's a fish.
I'd be interested to know what happened to his sales when he decided to go on his I'm not going to critique anybody thing like 2 years ago.
Oh, he felt so good about it that the sales didn't matter.
It's double down on it. Yeah.
He's R&R, and you can interpret R&R in Catholicism or in Sadevacantism as the same thing. But the point that he was making is that you have to be faithful to the tradition over the Pope if the Pope deviates from tradition, which is the Sadevacantist generic line. That's like the whole reason. Some R&R are in fact Sades. They just don't say they're Sades because they don't understand that part of the argument. But as long as you don't follow error, you're a Catholic. It's WM Review pointed this out and said you don't have to dogmatically proclaim Sadevacantism to be a Sede.
No,
Or a Catholic.
no, they said you don't actually have to demonstrate that you're a Sede, bruv.
Unless you're Stephen Cox, then you have to, or else people crash out on you.
Yeah.
Did that happen during the stream? I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, Cox News.
No, everybody's nice to Steven. Ryan got cooked. It was great.
Tommy wasn't nice to Right.
Tommy crashes out every 5 minutes.
I
It's
know.
amazing.
Lost
Oh,
his
like-
mind.
Tommy isn't nice to Tommy.
Real.
And he's like, why am I getting muted on your stream, Picante? I'm like, because I don't want you to crash out 5 minutes into the stream. What do you not get about streaming? Do your own show where you crash out if you need to crash out, but like, don't do it on my show.
No, I think TLM Ryan, you know, he's stuck in the Salsa Cisco true pope, false pope stuff. He's stuck in the John of St. Thomas, you know, the Bellarmine. We're not understanding ex cathedra stuff. He'll get out of it eventually.
Yeah, he's a smart dude.
We all went through that at some point. I sent him a link in X, and so hopefully he'll pick up because he can do some of those stats. Maybe he can pull in some of the 200 plus trad chapels that are out there that are seed non-unicum.
The non-existent Sede chapels that are
The
everywhere.
non-existent ones, they exist. They exist.
The ones that are everywhere that don't exist.
Yeah, exactly right. No, he seemed to only think it's like the SSPX and the
SSPV.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't. I don't think he even knows who the SSPV is. No. So he's still in that bubble. That's all right. He'll
Yeah,
break
it's
out.
fine. The thing about the TLM Ryan thing tonight is he was like going like, "You wait and see. Oh man, when these boomers die, you wait and see, man. We're gonna take over the church." It's like, okay.
No, what's going to happen is if Eric Sammons gives us a good example here, you're just going to become the boomers.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
you
no.
just gonna be the same thing.
Take me out before then, guys. Don't let it happen.
Dude, well, you don't go. You go to the Eastern, right? Byzantine church, right?
No, I thought Majorian's SSPX, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
are you? I thought you
Yeah.
went to. Who
That's why
goes
we
to
can't get mad
Byzantine?
at him. John the Fool's mad at me for saying that. Your friend John does, right? The third host.
Oh yeah,
of the
John.
show?
John goes.
Oh.
He's a bizlarper. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bizlarper. And then Antony lives like 2 hours from where my family originated. In Braddock, North Dakota. Just all
It's
fun.
your Viking blood, City P.
Yeah, we're Packer fans.
Mm,
Yeah, but yes,
Too
I am
bad.
Viking blood.
Viking
Oh, good old
Mexicans.
Bjorn Naden, they used to call him.
Bjorn.
Yeah.
I'm sad Dad
Nice.
can come on today.
What's that, Anthony?
I'm sad that Thad Kaczynski couldn't come on today.
Yeah, I was hoping he would. Why is he following me? It's the funniest thing. He follows me, like, he goes into chat. You're all a bunch of flaming heretics going
Oh, that dude.
down. You're like,
Oh yeah, he did a Sammons, right? Because he was like, "You keep talking the way you're talking, man. You just keep talking the way you're talking."
The Macho Man, Randy Savage. Nice.
Thad, what was his name? Thad something.
yeah, Thad Kaczynski.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's literally Kaczynski, but it's fun.
It's
Ted's
Polish.
It's
So
close
we don't know
enough.
what it is.
He looks like
Lantern.
Kaczynski, so fits.
Oh, Eric Sammons.
I just don't know why. Like, I know why people in their 20s have to make videos responding to other people. I don't understand people who are like in their middle of their career.
Don't you have like,
Like,
a
isn't
kid
it-
or something?
It
Yeah.
makes me wonder if they have like a Gary Michael Voris thing going on. You know,
I don't know.
just
I just know
they need the attention. They're very narcissistic. I'm not going to go full Mike Parrott here, but you know what I'm talking about. Just got to get a new microphone. Look at my new microphone. I got a new microphone. Look at me. What's that all about?
Maybe
Just
these people
asking.
are really sheltered. They're like, they don't do what I do, which is watch 5 hours of podcasts a day. Like,
You
I watch
remember-
shows looking at lolcows who say exactly everything Eric Salmon says, just
Do you
about
remember-
other things.
Remember Liberace? You remember the guy Liberace? When he
No?
would play piano on TV and he'd go like,
Oh, yeah, that guy.
he's like, here are my rings. He goes, do you like them? You bought them for me. Oh, it's like him with the microphone. He's like, do you like my microphone?
You like my
bought it for me.
microphone? You bought it for me.
Hey.
But like, this isn't his job. This isn't a revenue making thing. Like, I understand when Bob Hope makes the same movie 13, 14 times and it's
Because
bad
the
he's
every
paid.
Arnold.
time.
Yeah, the Arnold's like king of California. He made like the same movie 1,000 times.
Yeah. But like, that's their job, is to make movies. So they do the same thing every time. But then he goes on up there as a professional Catholic and produces absolute crap videos, and other Novus Ordos tell him it's crap. It's like, hello, any brain cells left?
Who are those bishops who are watching his stuff? Like, who's his patron here?
Well, what is he? Kerbongos? He's got bishops and priests watching him.
It's just kind of weird. But Sammons did drop that, didn't he? He dropped like hey, might be a couple bishops watching this.
Yeah, he did. I heard it.
Yeah, maybe he sends the secretaries free copies of Crisis. So then they know.
Kerbongos went to like the Pelican Plus and he just vanished.
Throw some merch in there.
That's where people go to die. It's Pelican Plus.
Pay to hear us pray the prayers you can hear for free on YouTube. Yay.
Oh, what CDP actually does.
Yeah, that you can pray on YouTube, or you can get on
or do it yourself.
One of my videos was following
open
the
your prayer
app and
book.
said like, it's really cool. We got like Marky Mark praying the rosary with us during Lent.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's what I need.
What?
I need Marky Mark praying the rosary with me.
Gwen Stefani supposedly had like a whole thing in Holy Week last week. It's like, no, dude,
really?
I left the Novus Ordo 6 years ago. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. Did she say don't speak?
Or Jonathan Rumi was like, leading them through prayers.
Oh boy.
Why?
Oh, boy.
That's pretty cringy, and that's what the kids
I'm
do
just
these
saying,
days.
it's like maybe Pelican Plus is a step up from that. I'm not sure.
Is it? There's some more Kennedy Hall content that is just so low effort with the dramatic music. I thought it looks like an app game advertisement. Like, do you love saving women? There's a woman in this castle. Only at the SSPX retreat conference. What? Where did this come from?
Catholic Men's Conference. People online don't like talking about being a man. Yeah. There's no money to be made in that. But we're going to do it anyway.
Oh, man. Did y'all see the Pelican Plus social?
Do you like avocado toast?
Yeah. Chris Jackson posted it in the comments.
What
with
happened?
like, we're going to reclaim our hobbies on the Pious
again?
Pelican Plus.
Yeah.
They have
CDP, you're muted, dude.
They're like launching their own.
No,
like
he
they're
isn't.
good. They're putting like a social media part into their.
I look like I have a microphone. I can see my own
your
microphone.
Your microphone's on.
But Rad Tread's muted, but he's probably busy.
Oh.
We need somebody to infiltrate just to get us the intel on it, just to find out what the hell is going on over
No,
there.
none of these people have any talent whatsoever. They're boring. You can't like listen to them.
They have Kerbongo's corner. He's like, play banjo
Phil, are you
with
gonna stay
me.
in Canada?
Kennedy Hall's my next door neighbor.
If anybody it's about 2 hours, so we should wrap this up pretty soon. So if anybody has any final comments about how amazing Eric Sammons is as a content creator, or are you completely like bored to tears by him?
Well, he's definitely boring, right?
I feel like Michael Matt is more fun to make fun of just because he's more ridiculous, Like Eric Sammons, he's a boomer, but he's like a boring boomer.
He's sad.
It's not even. It's like just depressing.
Yeah, I feel like when he takes positions, he wants to take like a firm position, but being really weak to the point where he just doesn't take a position. I don't know. It's annoying. He's like fence sits while like trying to act like he's tough, but then
he did have
that to like the extreme to where he. It's like, oh gosh, forget it, dude.
He did have some good advice though. I mean, don't build your house of
Yeah,
cards
it
on
comes off as
sand.
weak sauce. It doesn't work.
Whatever you do.
Oh, I thought his advice was be a Protestant so you don't have to have an argument with people.
Right, that's true.
And you just say, well, I was a Protestant.
I'm gonna use that one in the future. I learned from the best.
No, I do agree. He's really boring, which is why I don't usually cover him or like go through the backlog of his stuff. Like the Mike Pentiel trying to talk about suicide is the funniest thing in the world to me. But like Eric,
I was laughing about that all day today. The closet of doom.
Yes, the closet of doom. That's great.
We gotta do more closet of doom.
Objectively, it's just better content. Like you
I
can't.
want
You
to
can't
talk
watch.
about these cities out there that are out on the internet, but then they actually have really chapels and they're really nice people, and then they're not that bad. But then I just want to say, just all get along.
You have the clans.
Like to me, dude.
All I gotta say is, if you're on that pathway,
I fall
to
back on
Civic
my
Content,
Michael Matt training.
you keep going.
Unite the clans.
No, there's no redeeming quality to Sammons is also the problem. Like Pentiel has a point. Like you got to man up, and you're like, okay, that's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
The
give
other
in to
thing.
despair, and then he says the word despair 18 more times. But like Sammons is like, guys, just follow the church. Oh, by the way, we're having Quaz on tomorrow. You know the guy doesn't follow the church. We're gonna have an hour and a half episode with him. You're like,
He's also the guy that hilariously said, after what was it? After like my wife, after giving birth, like 6 months later, he's like, you know, you gotta get fit again, lady.
Based.
That was the weirdest conversation ever. I was like, really? You told your wife that? After the second kid?
I don't know. My mom was fit for like 8 of the kids, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I
Mexican
mean-
women.
Yeah, I guess I'm used to more of the adversarial life that she just hit you in the head with a frying pan.
That didn't start in my family till about 20 years ago.
Alright.
They were about done having kids, and then I think they started hating each other.
That's usually the way it is. Hey, we got nothing in common at all.
What? They want to fight, and there's 6 different kids standing between them, so they can't reach each other with the frying pan. Okay, well, that was this stream. Thank you all for coming to the Friday Night Chill stream and the stream. And the stream, and the stream, and the stream.